The Ministry of Education has been dealing with ensuring that kids who are out of direct danger, can access online classes. That was being done as well. So we're trying to conduct this, I wouldn't say sense of normality. Schools is a little bit different, because schools were doing that mainly for the psychological well-being of the kids. We understand that they're not functioning the way it should be right now, but at least giving some sense of normality to the kids who are able to attend online classes is crucially important. But we realize that we shall have to deal with the gaps in education later on after the victory. But we are trying to do everything in our power to keep control over the situation here in Ukraine to an extent possible, given these circumstances.
What has surprised you in the way that in the country has adapted to being at war and how it's been functioning?
So I think that is the thing surprised me. Number one, that people are now staying very united. Thing number two is that people are so willing to commit and to get engaged and to help in any way possible. Like, people are willing to donate, people are willing to give their time. Many businesses that used to work in one manner are now functioning with the simple goal of helping the military. For instance, I know a little bit more about the fashion business here in Ukraine. People who used to sew some fancy dresses and suits and all, they're all now functioning, but with one single goal: they are making things for the army. And that is how many other businesses are doing.
Could you tell us a little bit about your vision for Ukraine after the war?
I believe that this war has taught us one important thing, is that we should never postpone changes. We should never compromise on changes that we want to see. Because I know that in Ukraine, we have often been trying to compromise between change and the status quo. And I think that was a mistake. And I think that we need to move faster in terms of changing the country after the victory. We need to build a more open society, a democratic society, a liberal society with a functioning market economy, integrated into the global markets, innovative country which welcomes everyone except for Russians. And that is the country that I believe we can build. And that is the country I believe we should be building.
Is there a sense in Ukraine that people have become accustomed to this new situation?
I was thinking about that when I was watching the movies about the World War II and people acting there. And they seem like that was normal for them to be part of that war. I now, being part of the war myself, understand that there is nothing normal about that. And there is nothing you can get used to here in the war. Like not right now, but the first 2-3 weeks, I was waking up in the morning, and the first thought I was having, I was having such a bad dream that we had the war. So truly, this is not something you can get used to. I mean, of course, right now I wake up and I know that we're at war. I hear the explosions, around Kyiv and all. But it is not something you get used to.